Hi, this is Namrita from Team 207, and I'm here to talk about our project, which is a plagiarism detector. The objective of developing this project is that every semester, several students in college violate the course honor code and end up committing plagiarism, be it intentionally to reduce their workload or in a state of desperation. The violation occurs nonetheless. We are here with a solution to help the course staff detect such cases of plagiarism within the submissions of the students and take appropriate actions accordingly. Our solution to this problem of plagiarism that plagues almost all the colleges out there is a web application which will help the course staff detect the cases of plagiarism that has occurred within the different submissions by the students. Some of the challenges that we encountered while developing this project was that none of the team members had any experience with the front end development, because of which the learning curve was huge in order to develop an application and meet the requirements set both by the team and the client requirements given to us. And one of the other challenges that we did face was that we were just a three-member team who had to work and complete the deliverables expected of a four-member team, which was a juggle for us to learn and understand how it would be to divide work and deliver the requirements. We have developed several features in this application, some of which are that we have multiple strategies to perform the plagiarism detection in the system, and that is available on demand. The user can select the different strategies or opt to go for all the strategies at once. We have a cron job in place which is scheduled to run the detection system every night and sends a report to the course staff with the details about the detection of plagiarism in the submissions of that particular assignment. And there is a comparison of all the submissions for plagiarism detection on demand in place in our application. The remaining features and the strategies will be discussed further by my teammate. Over to you, Parshva.
Thank you, Namrata. I'm Parshva Shah, and I will continue with the features which we have implemented. The fourth feature which we have implemented is highlighting the similar lines which we detected in the two submissions. The fifth feature is the support for multiple file submissions. The student can upload a zip file containing all the Python files. The sixth one is showing the usage statistics, that is, a number of times the plagiarism runs have been performed and the system status to the core staff. The seventh one is logging the activity in the system. For example, if a student uploads assignment, all its details will be logged. The eighth one is SMTP trap for error logs. So whenever an error occurs, the details of the error is emailed to the core staff. So the next we'll be talking about the strategies which we have implemented. So the first two, basically the Levinston distance and the longest common subsequence, we do string comparison in that. The third and fourth, we build an AS abstract syntax tree and perform longest common subsequence and tree edit distance on them. The fifth one is the MOS, which is implemented by Stanford, and uh, we hit the Stanford URL for getting the similarity score. And the sixth one is basically the aggregate of all the above. We use a weighted polynomial function for calculating the overall score. So next, I'll be talking about the process which we followed. The entire development was done in the sprint of 2 weeks. After every sprint, we had sprint reviews. We did smart commits where the Jira issues were automated. We also had daily stand-ups on Slack, where we also discussed the issues which we were facing. The continuous integration was done using Jenkins, which was placed for each branch. The continuous integration was automated for every pull request, and we used Slack for Git and continuous integration updates. So I hand over to Praveen for the other processes which we followed.
Thanks, Paswa. Hi, I'm Praveen. So I'll be speaking more about the process followed. So we used Sonar lint in each of the developer's machine to ensure that the code was committed with quality on GitHub. We also, throughout our project, we maintained consistently A grade on Sonar Cube, which is visible in this image. So I'll speak more about the tools used now. So we used GitHub for our version control, Jenkins for our continuous integration, Jira for issue tracking, AWS EC2 instances for our project deployment, AWS RDS for the database which we used. SonarCube, which I've already explained, was used in our continuous integration to monitor the code quality. Slack was really helpful. We use Slack a lot for our daily stand-ups. Was also integrated with Jenkins and with GitHub, which would inform us every time a branch was committed or a build was running, if the build passed or build was successful. The system stack which we use for our project were Java 8, Spring Boot, Swagger UI for the API documentation. We used Log4j for our logging. We also implemented log rotation, which is the log files are generated every day and it's archived every day. So the one log file doesn't go too big. There's both the restrictions present in our code. One is the size restriction of 10 MB, and the second one is everyday based the log is rotated. For the front end, we used Angular version 1.6. We used materialized CSS for our CSS. We used JUnit a lot for our testing. We used mocking wherever mocking was required. We never tested two different layers in the same layer unit test. For a controller layer, we only tested controllers and mocked the service layer. For the service layer, we only tested the service layer and mocked the repository layer, and so on. Wherever a different layer was touched, we used mocking, which is considered the best practice in unit testing, as the test needs to test the method and not integrated whole flow of the code. During the JUnit test, we have also made our logs configurable so that while the JUnit tests are running, the logs do not print, which saves space on the developer's machine, which would otherwise go uh, too high. Similarly, on the continuous integration block, when the tests run, the logs would write and hog a lot of space, which we stopped by using a different configuration file for not allowing logging during the test. We used Maven for our dependency management. So we are not having any of the dependency in our code. Everything is managed through the pom.xml file, and all the dependencies are downloaded, and the final fat jar is created before the jar gets deployed. The product currently is in a shipping state. It has all the features working. It finds plagiarism, sends a report to the professor, runs a nightly job and sends a report. However, we feel that there is still scope for future development. The first would be implementing a social login or a university SSO. The second would be implementing plagiarism detection into different languages rather than only Python. The third would be implementing a session management to maintain session of the logged in users. And the fourth one would be to store the files, the uploaded homework files, into a S3 bucket rather than storing in the product deployed server. Thank you.